Welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3. We have turned the EU Weekly into Qualifier number 6 for Season 7 of the OoTR Standard Tournament. On the main stage for this race, we have Jackstronomy, Sparks, Engel, and Dare Devon X. Your trackers are Jimbo, DFX9, Tumultouch, and Alkaline Ace. And I'll be passing it over to your commentary team, Mel QE and new IT guy. Take it away.
Hey, thanks. How are we doing today, everyone? Happy Sunday. I'm really excited to see this today because we have a couple of probably my favorite settings options on today in Scrubs. So we get to farm a bunch of money, the whole seed, and free Scarecrow. How do you feel about that, IT?
I mean, this just sounds like easy mode at this point. I mean, compared to the other kind of nasty combinations that we could get out of the randomizer, this is pretty tame.
Yeah, definitely. Also have a really fun set of runners on Restream today. As mentioned, Jax, Sparks, Engel, and Daredevin. Engel, as chat has mentioned, crushing quals so far, so it'll be exciting to watch him on here. And I think the others have done one or two apiece, so we'll see how they adapt to these settings. And yeah, storms start. So Chimp is pointing out that we start with Song of Storms because there are plenty of Storms Lock scrubs, and the sooner that you actually get to those, the better. So Sacred Forest Meadow has a few, River has a few, Valley. It's a song that gets even more value to it when scrubs are on.
Yep, and even though it's not locked by storms, there's also the Lawn Ranch Scrub and Lake Hylia, where you have the threes.
Yep. Lake Hylia is probably one of the ones I see people forget the most. Lon Ranch, you got to manage your time of day. You're going there as child anyway, so it's not usually an issue. But remembering, trying not to autopilot too much through that.
And then there's the ever fun Goron City one.
Yeah, the Goron City Scrubs. Alright, here's our vanilla spawn. We'll be seeing some rupee farming, I am sure. We do have consumables and a shield, which is nice, but we got some extra checks that we'll be doing.
Does Scrub Shuffle imply affordable Scrub Shuffle, or is it just Scrub Shuffle?
It is affordable, so all of them will be 10 except the usual 40 rupee ones.
Right.
And yeah, Sparks. Everyone's opening these small chests hoping for something that's a little more than, a bloopy, but unfortunately, only 10 bucks in Midos.
And Dins. We have Dins.
And Dins, I guess. And yeah, chat talking about one of the more interesting logical quirks that come out of Scrubs being on. Nehru's is not useless.
That's an interesting hint. Temple of Time to Phantom Ganon.
Oh, okay.
Probably the
song. It's probably the song. We did start with the Forest Medallion, so we get the song right away. But, as we have seen in other quals, Light Arrow Cutscene can always have something.
Like Near Shield.
Alright. Jack's taking some time to go farm an extra $5 over here in the shop. Engel headed straight to Lon Ranch by the look of it.
Oh, geez, right. That's not fun.
Oh, that's always a little concerning. We don't know if Spirit is a stone yet. It's always possible. The free shield is nice.
Team Never Buy a Shield winning today.
And I would say that's one of the nicer things. Sorry?
Oh, I was just saying we got some divergence now. Lost Woods versus Lon Lon.
Yes. Alright. Engel's gonna rob Talon here, get that 20 bucks off the chickens, go steal 10 bucks up here, which is gonna eke out just enough to do the scrubs here. Yeah, as Rob Dog's pointing out, the 20 was huge. Engel would not have had enough money otherwise. Would have had to either come back or farm these pots here. River's Foolish? That's nice. Bolero. Ooh. Nocturne at Sari is here. That's really nice for movement early game.
We got a big stabby in the SFM, or outside of SFM Grotto. I think that's where that is. Oh, no. It's in the SFM Grotto.
Alright, so Ice Arrow. Long on Ranch not really paying out on the scrubs. Engel not collecting the 3 rupees each of those drop. I think that's one of the more interesting things is you find yourself picking up that money more often when you've got a setting like scrubs on.
So we got 30 dead, Boss Key, Chest and Water dead.
Oh, nice. Alright, Engel walking out of Ranch. We will see if this is a market or maybe even a Valley Lake play. Valley Lake loses a lot of its appeal with Free Scarecrow on, so it's possible that some runners want to kind of leverage that and decide to do Valley Lake knowing that a lot of runners will skip it since they don't have to set up Pierre. And that is not what Engel is doing. He's headed to market. Yeah. Oh, this could be farming money. Maybe this is just jumping the chains and then save quitting to go through Lost Woods. No, never mind. And yeah, that's true. There's the scrubs in Lake that you have to think about. It's more the time investment as a child to do Valley into Lake when you can do that as adult.
And then immediate chickens. This makes me happy.
Why do Lost Woods now when he's about to get Minuet or Saria's? I mean, partially just because the same scrubs don't exist as adult.
That didn't just say GTG foolish.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I saw.
Oh.
Oh, strength 1 on Junior.
Frogs 2 dead, which we already knew. And then just repeats.
So we have all of our foolish hints now. River, GTG, and Fortress are all foolish.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's interesting with that Requiem being on Ocarina of Time, honestly. Usually if those locations are foolish, you think, okay, my access to this is really late. Like, my long shot's really late, my horse is really late. But with a vanilla, with Ocarina of Time being Requiem, if that's your crossing, that's a little concerning. Alright, and Spirit is a medallion. And we did pick up Minuet.
Oh, was Minuet on the pedestal?
Yes.
Okay.
Sun Song here in Crater. So the only really, like, unfortunate thing for Engel right now is missing out on that Nocturne, just for the movement. And, okay. Engel taking a dip into fire here. It is stone fire. You can only do one check. You can peek this.
Key.
Yeah, I am a fan of dipping this first check in fire, honestly. If I have Bolero, like, if it's given to you early, why not? A lot of runners will say, like, well, what kind of information is it really giving you? Like, you're either hammerlocked or you're not. Like, yeah, but what if it's an item?
Right.
And Jack's going for the 7 chickens. Minuet chimp. Yeah. Was that all chickens or half of chickens? I mean, look, chimp. Just put Mido Skip into logic and it's fine. It's fine. No, Engel saw the River Foolish hint. And no, chimp.
Okay, we're gonna see some adult pack now.
Yep, pretty standard for when you first go adult. Do the loop through here, check your skull house hints. Oh, it was a shield. The angle that I saw Devin peek it at, it looked like a pair of boots, and I was like, oh, Devin's not going after those? Okay. So I figured it couldn't have actually been boots.
Okay, Mr. Rufio, what do you have for us today? Aw, he likes us.
We can start playing the he likes me not game with Rufio.
Yep. And that is confirmed GGG foolish.
Which song? Oh, the windmill song, Chimp? Yeah, we have a lot of warp songs right now.
This could just be ZL.
Hear me out. It's Prelude. Alright. Mirror Shield. Just chillin'.
That was a kind of cool setup. I haven't seen that side hop setup before.
What's the minor setting? Free Scarecrow.
Hey! Look, it's just ZL.
Wow. I mean, we were actually extremely limited.
IT guy, put your cheating guide away. But there's only like 2 songs it can be.
Yeah, it literally could have only been ZL there or out at Colossus. Everything else is ZL locked.
Yes, ZL is for sure not our path because it cannot be path.
Yeah.
I am so glad they made that change long ago.
Yeah, I came to OoTR after they had made that change, so
Yep.
I've never known a world where ZL is path. That's not entirely true. I believe Scrubs actually had ZL as path the first season that I was around.
Yep.
Irons.
Ooh.
Well, water's a stone, so
Maybe something's in Tektite that is
maybe it's just Tektite. Icy waters. It's fine.
Real 2. What we got today?
Interesting. Alright. Well, most of our runners are done with their child 1 by the looks of it. Going adult, picking up the rest of their songs, following what Engel has done. Engel did not do Lost Woods as child, as a reminder, so at some point he will have to go back and do that. Yeah, an early Prelude is so nice, honestly. We don't know where Serenade is. You have a vanilla child spawn. And it means...
that's nice. That was the Mountain Critter Scrub dead.
Water's a stone. It just depends, Zoe. So it means that we will be able to cross, but it just depends on the keys. Yeah, if Child Spirit is required, even if Child Spirit is required for an item, like you can beat Spirit without Child Spirit, but there's, you know, your hover boots are in there. It's more like finding an item that leads us towards that Requiem on all dungeons. You start questioning, okay, is it just for a small key?
We had Richard's owner finally decide to, quit shortchanging us and give us strength 2.
Nice.
And we had a clean check on race.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good for Jax. Jax actually was recently burned by skipping Richard in a race, so I'm not too surprised that they would kind of dedicate some time to picking that up. And it paid out. Alright, and there's our boomerang. Path to Baronade.
Nice stick upgrade. Definitely the path to Baronade.
Alright. 40's dead. 50's dead. Yeah, honestly, Strength 2, again, becomes like, okay, what does that give me access to? Goron City Maze, like Chimp is saying, it gives you access to a couple of scrubs out in Colossus when we get there. We need it eventually for Spirit anyway, so runners will be finding it at some point. Yes, the Crater Scrubs, but it's hammer-locked. Sparks missing the void jump there. Decided against playing Song of Time, or doesn't actually have Song of Time. I'm not sure where that would have been. Alright, a nice bow pickup. Does Angle have money? Yes. Alright, so far, all of our runners not forgetting anything, which is great.
They're all playing early high five with each other.
Mm-hmm. Boomerang was just in Impa's cow. Just hanging out. Angle gonna go turn in that claim check we picked up off Dompe Race. We don't have a hint for this yet, so we'll see if this is worth the investment. And then I would imagine he's going to jump down and do what he can of Dodongo's Cavern. Oh, wallet pickup. That's nice. Dodongo's Cavern actually has extra checks in it too, before the bomb bag. With scrubs on. Also a wallet. Okay, both wallets. Yeah, sorry, chimp. Domain to Twin Rova. Okay.
Could be a hook.
Could be a hook. Could be magic. If we're expecting to need to cross. Could be lens, yeah.
Yeah, could be lens for logical cross.
There's always a chance that we end up with multiple paths for any of these. Just kind of depends. We already have a path to Phantom Ganon for Minuet. There's a chance that there's more than one bomb bag, eliminating a path to Dodongo's Cavern. We started with a medallion, so there's a chance. That is also an option, Demon Crusher, that it could be Hammer. Angle... Oh. Angle skipping the lobby scrub. That doesn't bode very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that his plan is just to do it on the way out of DC. We don't have a bomb bag or choose, so we can't finish DC right now. So there's a chance that he's just saving it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to save it just because, like, what if it's your bomb bag? It's not. Okay. Not punished. Yeah, I agree, Pepperoni. I would want to do that side one last, but... Yeah, so when you jump up to do the switch, there's a hallway there, and there's a scrub in there versus the lobby scrub. I don't know if that other one has a name, but side room scrub works. Alright. Come on, choose. Nope. Just some cash. Alright. Where are we going, Angle? Alright, so what would your next play be, IT? All of these runners are kind of doing the same thing right now. Jack...
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Yeah, Topfile, I agree. Jax is definitely going to have a potential advantage in pushing the maze. But otherwise, I think we're going to start seeing some hiking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if that bomb bag is in the maze, that's going to open up a whole lot immediately.
Yeah, agreed. Anything being in the maze is big.
If not, I mean, people don't like it, but Child Valley Lake isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's, you know, a couple Sphere Zero checks in there. They don't require much. Catch a fish, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. I think the hike is the play here. Adult shooting is still an option, of course. But other than that, yeah, I think Valley Lake is just kind of what's left unless there's something big in the maze. Like a hook shot here would be huge for Jax because that's suddenly all of forest available.
That is true. Prehistoric Forest seems scary, though.
Oh, just some nuts there on adult shooting, so very interested to see what the maze holds.
Well, this is interesting. We didn't get to see either one of these.
Nope. Okay, a bottle. And a nut. Okay. So a bottle isn't like the biggest thing, but Devin now has the option to like go do King Zora and ice, as chat is pointing out. Jax is going into the maze. Angle is child again, so we'll see. Oh, two big chests here.
Double defense.
Don't do this. Lens. Alright, so neither of those are like really helpful.
Did we see left side?
It was small.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be a 1 in 32 seed, but we don't have magic yet. Alright, there's strength 2 for Engel. Alright. Sparks going through Composer Grave as child is gonna show us what these torches hold. It is out of logic, but honestly, this seed is pretty dry. You think, oh, I've got 2 strength, I've got a bow, I found a boomerang, like, we're chillin' half an hour in, but really, this hasn't added up to a whole lot. Yeah, Chimp. Lake Scrubs probably have a bomb bag or a scale. They do not have a Pona.
Just a heart piece. Oh, container. Especially not that bad for flame storage.
Alright, Engel going through Child Lost Woods now. This is, I suppose, gonna feel good that nothing is in here, honestly. Because he's probably thinking already like, oh, I've already missed something. I'm so behind, but there's nothing there to have missed. We also have 10 skulls on the table. Oh, sparks going into well. Excellent. We can't do all of bottom of the well, but having that lullaby, we can do a significant part of it.
Or a bomb that could just be, hanging out in the first check in there, and then we're like, oh, hey.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you can at least... We do have chest appearance matches contents on, so you'll at least be able to peek those chests that you can't get if there are no bombs in here.
That's not looking good.
Alright. Stone of Agony there. Not helpful. Though, I would say with scrubs on, it's probably more helpful than normal. If you're less familiar with where some of them are.
Especially like the Valley one that you never go into.
Yeah, the Valley one, the Colossus one, I would say is the other kind of hard to remember one. Skull Mask is dead. I'm not sure if we'd seen that yet. Alright. Oh, okay. Looks like Engel is at least going to do Darunia here. I'm not sure how comfortable Engel is with Goron Pot with strength, but I guess if you're already here, there's a chance that he tries it out. It's not in logic, but... $5 from Dad.
I mean, while he's here, I would assume you try it at least once or twice.
Yeah, right? Like, you're already going up. I assume that he's making his way down to Kakariko. So, like, might as well try. And it looks like, yep. Checking the positioning. Grab, backwalk. Oh, I think that's gonna be good.
That looks good.
That looks good.
We saw the happy face when it exploded, so.
Oh, let's go. Out of logic, bomb-locked bomb bag in the Goron pot. That is massive. That's really nice for Engel. Because if the logical bomb bag is in Valley, like, we're not gonna go to Valley. Absolutely not. Alright, so now Engel has an even, like, tougher decision, I would say. You have a bomb bag now. Do you go back adult? Or do you continue with whatever, like, child thought process you had going on here? Do bottom of the well? There is a big chest here in well. For Wind. Okay. Nice, but not needed.
I almost kind of want to go start checking out Hyrule Field stuff.
Yeah, fields. Domain, it is path, so that makes a lot of sense. Yep. Finish DC as child. I am here for it.
I mean, we already skipped the worst part of DC as adults, so
yeah.
Oh, that's not true. You still can't. Well, can you get up to where the block is with a ground jump?
No.
Okay, then probably not worth beating it as a child, but
okay. Hook shot there in bottom of the well.
Okay, well, bottom of the well required today.
Yep, that's nice. Yeah, well is definitely worth it. It kind of looks like Angle is going to continue his way there. Bottom of the well is very fast, so it's not that big of an investment.
Yep. Plus you get to check all these bomb log checks along the way.
Devin might be killing Skull Kid. If anyone isn't familiar, you can kill Skull Kid and get an orange rupee. Sparks does not have the bow marked on his personal tracker. So I'm gonna guess no. And Angle, yes. Amazing.
Alright.
Angle's actually going to give us child DC. People's hero. Alright, Spark's also getting that strength off of Richard now. And Devin... Alright, Devin's gonna jump over the fish. Or is just farming money. Fire a temple to Bongo Bongo. Okay. That's a really good hint. River is foolish, so people are less likely to be reading the hints in here. Fire Temple is not a pleasant option. We know that we need Hammer. Alright. It's possible that Angle is just coming here for this set of scrubs and will come back and finish as adult. I don't think you usually do that. But having that bottle is going to be nice. Yes, Fire Path could absolutely be magic.
Could be a magic. Could be something on the way to...
Bomb bag on 10 skulls. And that is a...
Sorry.
And it's a path bomb bag. Because we just got cack to Katie.
Ah.
Disgusting. Domain's honestly probably the other hookshot chimp. Because we either need a long shot to get Requiem or to cross, and there's always the chance that it's long shot locked because of keys anyway. Fire arrows here in Fountain. I didn't see if Devin peeked the bottom. No, okay.
I could not tell what that was.
I think it was nuts or a bomb refill. Well, Devin doesn't have bombs, so nuts. Alright, Jax is in bottom of the well now. Alright, Spark's gonna be dipping into Forest. Doesn't have that bow, though, which was in Cac Open Grotto. Unless he just doesn't have it marked. Oh, Trail Storms. Thank you.
That is a dead King Dodongo.
Exactly. All of our grottos are in logic now. And the other stick upgrade. Nice. Alright, Ango getting dropped at the bottom of trail here. Gonna set time of day for Dompe. Probably get Night Cac Skulls. Gonna find that bomb bag. We've got all of our runners doing some different stuff right now, which is kind of fun. Is that the hammer?
Yeah, that's the hammer.
Okay. Well, we need that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fire is a...
Brush ice. You know,
yeah.
Recently paying out for someone.
Yep, yep. Fire is a stone today, but reminder that it is path to Bongo Bongo. Yep, fire is 100% hammer locked. There was no small key in the first check. We have to do the boss key loop. We will know soon enough, chat, if it is Paradox Letter.
Because the song here has to be Serenade, Song of Time, or Epona in Ice Cavern. That is all it can be. That'll actually tell us a lot about the seed. We have Song of Time? Where was Song of Time at?
We haven't seen Song of Time. Sparks tried to play it at one point. Yeah, yeah. I think Sparks might have mismarked his starting song.
That may be.
Alright. Angle possibly also gonna do chickens here by the looks of it. Or at least start it. There's that hook shot for Jax, who I imagine plays Prelude, goes adult, and does Forest.
Mm-hmm.
maybe finishes up Dodongos before going into forest, but we'll definitely be doing some dungeon mode here for a bit.
Does Jax have the bomb bag?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Jax picked up the one on 10. The hook was in... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say bottom of the well, bottom chest, basement.
That's the map chest. I laugh every time I think about that.
That the map's in the basement.
Yeah, it's
To
like
be
this is
fair,
the first. It's the first chest they expect you to find because they expect you to fall through the
floor.
Yeah, they expect you to fall through the floor. All right, Song of Time in ice.
Those in a grotto. I don't remember.
DMT storms. Yeah.
So we either have opponent on Requiem or opponent on Burning Cake.
Amazing.
And the other one's Serenade.
Oh, choose. All right. We have irons to go through the shortcut as adult. Oh. So the danger here is if Devin warps away too fast without completely unfreezing, you gotta do it all again, but he is well versed in this, waits just long enough. Rob, please. Alright, Engel's gonna be doing bottom of the well, which we know is the right decision here. There is a hook shot waiting. Devin having that hammer along this way is going to be really nice for him because it's less backtracking. He is currently the only one without explosives. And there is Sparks killing a child for lunch money.
I'm so violent.
Okay. Thanks,
okay, Sparks.
Alright, Sparks, you know what to do.
The ultimate bailout.
Yeah, yes and no, Chimp. I still think, well, with that hammer, that's gonna be tough. With hammer and knowing fire is Patabongo, Devin's definitely going to be doing fire. Yeah, there's a chance that we don't actually need both hook shots, but... Alright, and here is Sparks showing us our Goron City scrubs. We have a Goron tunic and a hook shot. Alright, a scale. Light arrows, okay.
Are we coming here eventually?
Yeah, calm down, Goron City. And a heart. would say the biggest issue with the hookshot is, like, movement. Yes, where Scrub is hinted dead. Oh! There we go.
Well, not a paradox.
I mean,
but...
I said it was likely the other hookshot. You can't... I just thought it would be in Child Domain and not King Zora.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So it is probably Epona out at Requiem.
Right.
Because you're, like, required to have.
I mean, we could still have Magic 1 and, well, then what's your path to Bongo? Well, Bongo path
There's
still...
Magic.
You know what? Thanks, Jax. way to just derail everything. Okay, so
Yeah.
Magic and Forest.
Like, regardless, Pepperoni, it's gonna be Spirit Key logic. Like, that's the thing. It's either for keys in Child Spirit, it's the key on the right hand. Yeah, hovers are probably in fire, since we have seen Dins.
Mm-hmm. And Magic.
And Magic. And Nocturne.
And Ice Arrows. So there's literally nothing it can be, except for that.
We have both hook shots and a bow to lower the bridge. We have strength. Are we letter from Go? That can't be right.
We are letter from Go.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We do not have opponents. It's probably out at Colossus. Could be on Burning Cat. We haven't seen it before.
Yeah. Alright, so the real questions here. When do our other runners, end up going to Ice? Getting that hammer. Do they get the Fire Path to Bongo hint while they're at it? Did we just see letter? Are we?
What?
Are we in no mode? Are we done?
We're done.
It was just in Forest?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, this has been fun, everyone. Goodbye.
Yeah. You don't need to
this is like actually a 5 dungeon go mode, basically. Like, yeah, there's a chance that we could still need Deku. 99% no mode.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. The seed might hear you and give it to us immediately and force
Yeah,
it.
right. Alright, Devin showing us some new scrubs here in Crater. Oh, a bomb bag. Alright, well that's all of those.
Mm-hmm. Slingshot.
Multiple slingshots we've seen. Angle gonna do Child Domain. Watch this just have Kokiri Sword too. Yeah, I think going bottom of the well is a harder call than going to Ice with a Path Domain. Especially since, like, okay, Devin can go do forest, can finish up DC. After forest, we'll be able to at least start shadow, can do fire. Oh, golds.
Okay. Just casual strength 3 in forest. That's cool.
So really, it's gonna probably... Yeah, Jax is in a good position. Yeah, I agree that Devin finding the other hookshot is probably going to take a little longer than anyone else finding the other items. If that makes sense. Because of that. The fire path to Bongo hint, and the domain path to Twin Rova hint. And yeah, Engel's next step is going to be clear. It's going to be going and doing ice. Or, you know, forest. Similarly, like three of our runners know exactly what they're gonna do. There's a little question mark for Devin. Yeah, Sparks is in the most trouble without that bow. Yeah, if Engel opted to buy Blue Fire instead of go to Ice, that would not be a good idea. Like, we know that that would miss out on that hammer for whatever it is in Fire.
Have we seen a boundary balloon check?
Nope.
Opponents is probably out at Colossus.
Oh, we have? Jax did it? Okay. It's all garbage. Yeah, happy 1 hour, and we are, like, basically already in go mode. Absolutely insane. Give our runners a follow. Jackstronomy, Holy Sparks, Angle, and Daredevin. Thank you to all of them for being on Restream today. Our trackers today, if the command will come up, because I have forgotten. Please? No? No? There we go.
No.
Jimbo, Tomal, Alkaline Ace, and DFX 9 is also tracking. And thanks to IT Guy for being on comms with me today. This has been a whirlwind of a first hour.
Mm-hmm. Going back to dogs.
Yeah, makes total sense. Whether or not Angle decides to do forest and then ice, or ice and then forest, it doesn't really matter. I think that's just what we're gonna see there. Similarly, Devin is finishing up Dodongo's Cavern. We'll probably also go do forest, but you're also in the area, so maybe you just do fire first. And Angle knows that King Zora is the item in domain. Sparks is about to get that same information. I imagine that Jax ends up going... Did Jax actually not finish DC, or have they just not marked that on their tracker? Probably goes and finishes DC real quick. And then goes Child. Does domain checks on the way to Jabu. Jax has to finish DC? Okay, thank you. I don't think Engel's going to be farming money or opening small chests, really. Oh, Spark's gonna show us the lake scrubs. We have not seen these yet. Don't really expect anything to be here, to be totally honest, because we've seen everything, but there could still be a Kokiri sword.
Bow.
Another bow would be great for Sparks.
Bombs, and more bombs, right?
$5. Yeah, It's very easy to forget checks along the way. Trail storms, you run by it a few times, but I think Sparks got a little thrown off by needing to save quit out of Dompe race and just kind of probably had already thought, oh, I'm gonna go do that after I do these other two things, and just thinks that he's done it. It's possible, Zoe. I would say unlikely, just given what we've seen on Restream and where we're at in dungeon progression. We have a lot of long dungeons to do. And we don't know how deep we need to go in fire. That's the biggest question mark on sub 2. Are there still 16 quals in total? It's 20 this year, actually. Yep, you can... Up to 8 will count. 5 stay in. You lose your best and worst 2 if you do all 8. Yeah. Also, whether or not it's AD.
I mean,
which we won't.
Logical AD, but I don't think there's anything that AD blocks at this point. Is there?
I mean, if Boss Key is in Child Spirit, it's just...
Okay.
It's AD.
Fair enough.
It's more likely that it's just a small key, but yeah. Child side Boss Key is gonna be the only thing.
Okay.
Given where we expect the rest of our items to be. No keys on adult side, yeah. Yep, and if it is all dungeons and we need to do Deku Tree, it is closed Deku, so we do need that Kokiri sword, which we have not seen. What was that hint?
From Jack's side?
Oh, it was the big Goron hint?
Nice cactus to DC bomb lock to check.
Yeah. If Kokiri Sword is on Wasteland, I don't think anyone is skipping it on the way out there, because if we are crossing, we already have magic and fire, so hopefully no one would miss it. Hovers should be in fire, Scarlet.
Fire or Deku if Kokiri Sword is.
Yeah, if it's Kokiri Sword there. But if it's Kokiri Sword in there, like...
That almost confirms AD.
Can like hear all of the runners going, what? What is this forest? Alright, so Jax is gonna find this bottle. Do you do ice first? Or go child, do your domain checks, do Jabu, go ice after?
I'd probably do Jabu first.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I mean, you can always do KZ skip, but I mean, you're gonna have to do it either. You're gonna have to go to ice either way. You just move them out of the way the first time, and then you can just pick up your long shot the normal way instead of having to warp out and then come and talk to them again. It saves time.
Yeah. I would say one of the better things for Jax, honestly. Jax didn't do Goron City Scrubs while doing that loop there. Didn't have enough money for a tunic, doesn't know the tunicless backflip hookshot, I'm assuming. Doesn't have that scale. Will have to go upriver as child. And should get that fire to bongo hint. Because that's where I start seeing big divergence. Devin chose to jump down to get money and ended up getting that hint at that time.
And it's currently the only one I think that knows that.
Yeah. Yeah. Devin's the only one who knows fire is Patsabongo right now. Yeah, I expect Angle to... Well, Engel already has the information that Child Domain is dead, so I can see why he might end up doing Ice first after Forest instead of going and doing Jabu first. Picking up that long shot, there's even a chance that he opts to cross to find out if it's AD before going and doing Jabu. So I can see these runners making very different plays given the information that they have. Sparks cleaning up field, still has not found that bow. It is starting to feel real bad for him, I'm sure. And doesn't have enough money. So you can get 3 rupees off this tree, but you have to be at full health. So we'll see if Sparks hookshots the beehive here and gets some nice RNG, hopefully. Okay. No, Sparks, no.
You have 9.
You have 9. Oh, all right.
Rip.
Realized after going in there. All right. Jax is gonna go dip the first 2 checks in Shadow. Makes sense. They don't have the fire hint. You're not losing time doing this. Anyway, you gotta... No, Sparks got a bomb bag. Oh, all that for a piece of heart. Yeah, Jimbo. The first bomb bag was on 10 skulls. Path bomb bag. Alright. Engel and Devin getting towards the end of Forest here. Bo was in Death Mountain Trail Storm's Grotto, right outside of Goron City. Sparks has Bolero, has a hook shot. Oh, just some money. Could be. Alright, just $5 on the light arrow cutscene.
Looks like we're about to use some adult fishing here. I think it's the first time we've seen this one.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of this. The other runners have just kept finding items, and it's interesting because the bow doesn't really, like, usually lock that much on its own. It's just in this seed, it's like, okay, the rest of your items are in forest. But Sparks would actually be doing... Oh, okay, a bottle. Not sure what to do with that. Sparks playing Bolero, going and finishing DC would be really good for him. It would get him, like, on the track of where everyone else is at. Would find that bow along the way, hopefully. This is probably an Ice Cavern play, which is good. Again, it at least keeps him going towards his progression. But the longer he goes without finding that bow, just the farther behind the rest of the restream he's gonna fall. And yeah, Engel is going child, gonna do Jabu. Jax did a few other checks, doing cleanup. Oh, Led's mini game. Alright. Well, everyone, get your guesses in chat. What I mean by that is I want a combination, 5 letters, rights or lefts.
As he immediately runs right next it.
All right, and Devin's going into fire, so we're going to see how deep into fire we need to go, what all we need to do to find what we expect to be our hover boots.
Nope, I'm out.
All right, we got a lot of lefts here in chat. Only like 1 left right. 2 left rights. I think that's everyone out. Good try, everyone. And $5. And there is that bow for Sparks. Very unhappy to see that. You can see those shield flicks. Engel also has not done the Goron City Scrubs, which is where the scale Devin found was. So he is hiking up river. We will see if he reads the hint. Engel showing off how handy our boomerang is. Gonna try and take this money. There we go. Nice. Oh, alright. The reverse 1 in 32. Engel. Oh, okay. So remember when we talked about Engel potentially farming money for Blue Fire, knowing that that is the item? This is a really good way to farm money and could be an indication that he does not plan to go ice, and that's going to be really bad for him. Because, as we know, our hammer is in ice.
I'm still climbing.
You can still go ice anyway.
We do not know yet.
Alright, Jack's missing the chicken entry, but it's going to get them that hint about Fire Temple that Engel did skip. A nice little hop. Yeah, a happy accident indeed for Jax there. Hey, Diesler. Man, this item's gonna be on Volve. Fully not hovers locked fire for hovers on Volvagia. Hopbug.
There's a possibility.
Well, this is where we get to start seeing Free Scarecrow in action. Devin never had to go to Lake. Yet. Alright, Spark's gonna go do Forest, find several of the remaining items. Engel seems to have been like, oh yeah, there's a scrub here. Oh. Who needed to farm money anyway? Exactly. The ice money he just farmed. Small key. Yeah, Demon. So one of the things is if we're expecting it to be hover boots, like it either had to be really early or really late. in fire. Because there's an awkward middle section where it's like all of this. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I'm so sorry. I lost my train of thought. Probably because I realized it was wrong. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. My hockey team is playing on the side, and I got a little notification that they scored, so it's a tie game now. It was the same bow everyone else got, Chimp. The Trail Storms one. Wow. Just some money, Tommel. I think Devin must have skipped a key in the shortcut. There it is. So I would fully expect Volvagia to have our hovers at this point, just for, you know, insult to injury. You thought you didn't have to do fire, but you do. Yeah, exactly. You're still gonna full clear fire. You're gonna beat Volvagia if you don't find your hovers here. And it's just like, it's kind of nice because at least it removes one of the decisions, like, how hard do I push AD? Like, alright, you're already doing all of fire anyway for Shadow. At least it's a dual purpose.
Right. You could also just assume, okay, this is going to be hard AD, and go off that assumption, and it would play out in this case too.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if you don't ever see the hint for it being Stonefire to Bongo, if you're under the assumption that it's all dungeons anyway, you're gonna clear this.
Yeah, I just don't think.
You know, I say that, but I mean, you'd be clearing Fire Temple to be clearing for AD. You don't know that. Oh, hey, unless it's on Volvagia or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think many runners do that.
Right.
Like, I think that most runners, once they find a way to cross, they'll check if it's AD and then push AD.
Hammer chest is a key.
Okay.
So that means Volvagia has an item.
Yep. Talk about a Volvagia locked hovers.
Come on, K-Sword.
Fire does not have long shot. We know where both hooks are, Elka. One's in the bottom of the well basement, and then the other one is on King Zora. Yeah, it's definitely hovers or Kokiri sword. Which, if it's Kokiri sword, kind of nice. It removes yet another decision, like, okay, am I just doing AD? We saw Lab Dive. I think it was $50. We also saw Tektite. Oh no. We're... It's all right, everyone. We'll get this sorted. Yeah. Well, Engel made it through Jabu. Nothing of note here. Shocker.
No, required.
All right. Devin missing the one cycle a little bit there, but has a Goron tunic, plenty of bombs. We'll be able to recover it here. All right. And that is Jabu done for Engel. Jack's not too far behind. Big difference between these two runners. Both of them now know King Zora has their path item, but Jax also knows that fire is path to Bongo. And Engel may or may not skip ice. We'll see. Radio cast time. Oh no. And there is the Kokiri sword.
Hooray!
Hooray! Well, I hope everyone was able to see that, but if not, we'll talk about it. So Kokiri sword there, that's going to be for Deku Tree. Yes, on Volvagia. So Devin has that. That's actually going to work out really nice for Devin having gone fire first because he hasn't done Jabu yet and will be able to do both of those child dungeons in one segment. So Devin is actually, even though a Jabu behind, technically, also an entire fire and now an age change ahead. So if you're in Devin's position, you just beat Deku, right? You're not gonna gamble not beating Deku, since you already are going there.
No, you full clear Deku.
Devin trying to figure out which order of operations we're taking here. It is a vanilla child spawn, so just go do Deku first. Has that scale, we'll be able to just take that shortcut to do Jabu after. This is shaping up to be really nice for him, honestly.
But yeah, you definitely full clear Deku on just the principle that if it is AD and you don't clear Deku, you have to do an H change to go and do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And fight Goma, which takes a stab, a nut, and a stab.
Yeah. My toxic Ocarina of Time randomizer trait would be I would go do Deku, find the hover boots, and then go to age change and totally forget that I was also supposed to do Jabu in that child segment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry everyone. Little issue in the background. Hopefully we'll get it sorted soon. In the meantime, Sparks is defeating Meg in Forest Temple. Engel did the first two checks in Shadow, is playing Nocturne. I assume to check the Composer Grave Torches because he did that as an adult earlier. And Jax is gonna go adult. And that's where kind of the big interesting divergence between the two of them could be, because if Engel just picks up that long shot and doesn't do ice, but Jax does, could be a Could be spicy.
No, there's your other bow.
There's a bow. That is
100%
bow locked,
bow locked.
actually. Yeah. Song of Time is in ice, and you do need it.
K-Sword cannot be bait. This somehow leads to hover boots.
Somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Engel buying the blue fire. Okay. Yep.
And you could be correct. They could be in Child Spirit or something like that, which still puts us in the path. Either way, it logically gets us our hovers at some point down the line.
Yep. Yep. Devin is entering the Goma fight currently. It'll be over in a jiff. Engel did buy blue fire, is going to unfreeze King Zora. Jax did not buy blue fire, so we'll be doing all of ice for certain. We will see what Engel does. Again, one of them has the fire hint and the other does not. Jack's buying a Goron tunic, better safe than sorry. Further meaning that they will not be buying blue fire. And yep, sorry, we'll get that all sorted. I looked away. What was on Goma? Nothing. Okay. So it is a little bit of bait here. All right, Jack's doing the Goron City scrubs now. This is where light arrows are and the scale. After it would have been useful. Sparks taking a bit of a bio break, it seems. Did finish Forest, got the Spirit Medallion, but is stuck in the Chamber of Sages. Yeah, we have at least logical AD. All right, there's a long shot for Engel. Let's see. Yeah, he's thinking about it, wondering, do I do ice or not?
Looks like he's going to do it, which is the correct play.
Well, yes and no. If it is just 80 bait for a small key on child side of spirit, and you have an adult key, I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is kind of what I was thinking Engel might do. You set Furor's Wind here, come back if Spirit ends up not being completable as an adult. Continue your searches. And I think this is the right play given the information he has. And given the information we have, it's an even better play.
Oh, I must be either like 5 or 10 seconds behind you or something. Hold on.
Oh, well, I'll refresh. Yeah, you refresh and then I'll refresh.
Because I just saw him drop FW. Okay.